A20 Nation, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Ultra Magnus.
We are the A20 Nation, A20. I'm a YouTuber, not a hero. Hey, maybe consider subscribing. That way you'll know you'll be vibing. Maybe check out the merch.
So, Ultra Magnus in vehicle mode is this Cybertronian car carrier. There is a Earth version of this in the Kingdom toy line, but I don't have that one. It's a really cool looking car carrier mode. It's got the siege, like, battle damage and dirt on it. The fact that the feet are just like this weirdly shaped bumper is a bit unfortunate. Now, the whole point of a car carrier is to carry other cars. I don't have all of my deluxe car bots are in robot mode at the moment, but I have some Legends guys, which these like Leader and Voyager, well, like the front of it's a Voyager, this whole figure's Leader. The like Voyager class truck modes scale the best with. So you can put one in here, you can pop the gun off, you can normally put it inside the trailer, and you can fit two of them on here. You can fit one deluxe class car mode, but those aren't to scale. This is the scale you kind of want. Unfortunately, the way this thing is designed, you can't fit anything in there. Because, take a look, the gauntlets and the super robot head are in there. It's not very good looking. So, you just put a couple on top, and it looks fine. Is that his rocket launchers in the front? He also has shotguns. There's supposed to be two of them. I have no idea where the second one went. They're just pinned at the front, all hollow on one side. You can take them and you can stick them on the back. They're kind of just filler accessories because he's a later class and he can come with 5 accessories. That's all those do. They're not like canon or anything. That was a terrible pun. They're not like signature weapons of his or anything. They're just guns. Then there's his actually signature weapon, which is this large silver laser gun, which compared to Combiner Wars Legends class pipes is absolutely huge. And then he's got his signature rocket launchers. Now, the thing about Ultra Magnus was his original G1 toy was a white G1 Optimus Prime with a trailer. And that white G1 Optimus Prime would form a smaller robot that could combine with the trailer. Now, if you remove the trailer, you're left with this, which is not a very good looking semi-truck. We can use the Cybertronian excuse. So, first thing you want to do to transform this into its smaller robot mode is unpeg the legs and very loudly ratchet them down. Around. Then you want to fold these out. Let me adjust the camera. Fold his arms out, but not all the way. Don't peg them in yet. Spin this whole thing around, and before pushing the spine in, you want to do what I think is a very smart piece of engineering, and push this up. So then you want to open up his front of his car mode, or his truck mode, and bring out the head, and peg that into place, then peg his shoulders into place, then push the chest into the back, forming and then you want to fold out the heels. And this is the base white Optimus Prime Ultra Magnus. He looks really cool. I actually really like this. The whole spine movement thing is so that this doesn't end up on his butt. and it makes the kibble look nicer. It's pretty nice. He's got siege ports on the bottom of his feet, the side of his legs, side of his arm, on top of his shoulder, and on his back. As far as weapons for him, you can give him the black cannons, which there's 2 of them. It looks pretty cool. Or you can give him the combined mode weapon, not the combined mode, the super mode weapon, which is the signature gray rifle, which looks pretty good in his hand. It's a little loose, but it's fine. Now, for combined mode, first thing we want to do is get him ready to be combined with this trailer. I'm going to unpeg his shoulders. Oh wait, first we'll do articulation. There's a ball joint in the head. There's a hinge in his shoulder, and that can also move 180 degrees. There's a swivel in his upper arm, a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and wrist articulation. As far as the legs go, there's a hip swivel, very loud ratchets in the hips. These are universal joints, and there's a 90-degree bend at the knee, and foot articulation, and also heel articulation for the transformation. Now, as far as getting him ready for combined mode, first thing you want to do is fold up his heels. Then you want to open up his shoulders, up this whole thing forward, fold his head in, close it up. Then you want to push the whole front of the body forward, pull his front kibble down, and then he is ready for combined mode. But you also want to spin the waist around, which is a very cool thing that this toy can do. Now, putting that off to the side, you can bring the trailer into frame. This is what is left when you disconnect the cab. You want to pull these blue pieces off. I'm going to give you an overview of all the pieces that are combined with Ultra Magnus, then we can all combine him. And you want to unpeg these side pieces from the trailer. You want to pull these 2 pieces out and unattach them. Put those off to the side. Then you want to do that. You want to pull the back 2 parts off, then you want to disconnect this. So, starting with the legs for transformation, you want to, this is the whole side cage of the car carrier mode. You want to fold this first part in, then add this joint right here, you want to fold that in, then you want to fold that in at this joint, then you want to use these 2 joints and peg it into the back of the foot, making his leg. Do the same thing on the other side. First panel, third panel, fifth panel, and fourth panels, making his legs. Then, for this whole section, you want to take this red piece and fold it under, pegging it in under here. Then you want to take this back section and fold it over. And then the last thing you need to do is fold these gray pieces up onto the back of what will become the shoulder columns. And then what you can do is peg the rocket launchers into the shoulder. Now you have 2 options. You can do that, which I just had, or you can do this. I think I'll do it. No, I'm going to do it this way. This is the way I've been doing it since I got the thing. And I'll also show you a comparison of what it looks like the other way. Now, bringing this guy back into frame. First you want to take the legs, you want to peg them in. So these gray pieces right here, and these things right here, will go in here and here. Same thing on the other side. Now I'll get you his leg armor. Now, adjust the camera a little bit because this is a pretty tall figure. I'm going to take the arm gauntlets, slide them on to the siege ports, and close them up. Now, this peg right here goes onto a siege port, this right here, and then there's a peg in there that pegs in right here. You want to close them up. Now, I'm going to take the head assembly, and there's these two pegs right here, and then there's this slot right here. You want to put that down on top on both sides. Then first you want to make sure you do the back one first, because it makes it easier for this one to go in. You fold that down, snap that into place from in his backpack, then fold. You want to push, make sure you have that all the way down, and place it. That's in place, forming his chest plate. Now you want to take the shoulder columns and peg them over the smokestacks. And then you want to give him his big silver rifle. And then if you want, you can peg the black guns into his legs. Or, like I do, just leave them off completely. And here is Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. So, first thing I'm going to do is just switch these around, show you what it looks like if you want to do it the other way. I think the proper way is to do them the way I had them before, but I've seen pictures of people doing it this way as well. This is, I guess, more G1 accurate, but I like this a bit better. Now, as far as articulation goes, there's a 360 degree spin in the shoulder, outward movement on the arms, 90 degree bend at the elbow, which is hindered a bit, and the wrist articulation is still there. You have a ball joint in his head, can't really look up or down very much. You have a ratchet in the hip, universal joint, 90 degree bend, almost 90 degree bend at the knee, that's really hindered by all the kibble, and foot articulation. The waist swivel from the base robot mode is also still there. Now, some comparisons. We have transforming him quickly off screen. Titan's Return Beachcomber in robot mode. And we have Combiner Wars Pipes vehicle mode. Those are very small figures compared to this very large figure. He's a leader class in this mode, and the price definitely is a leader class price. I think this figure is great. In fact, it was a figure I really was excited to get, and it did not disappoint. It's a very, very cool figure. I've heard a lot of people complain about the backpack. It's not that bad. It's just there. It doesn't really hinder anything that he can do, besides the knee bend and the hips. And so yeah, that's Siege Ultra Magnus. I've been A20 Studios, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.